Hi, welcome back. Today we're going to solve this question, which is the drag force Fd on a cylinder of diameter d and length is to be studied. What functional form relates to the dimensionless variable if the fluid with velocity v flow normal to the cylinder? First, we have to imagine that this is the flow through the cylinder. Okay. And we have the L here given. This is L. And this is D, the diameter of cylinder. Alright, first, we need to know which variable influence and not influence the drag force, which is Fd. Therefore, by experience is very important and essential in choosing the correct variable and parameter. In this example, we will include as well, not only we will include the diameter, length, but we will include the velocity, we will include the dynamic viscosity, mu, and we will include as well the rho, the density of water, that these parameters influence on the drag force. After we know about this, we need to form the function. Alright, so step number 1, form the function, which is f of drag force, which is equal to the function of this independent variable. This is dependent variable. So f function bracket d, l, velocity, mu, and rho. Based on this part, we know that from table 6.1 previously, this value, right, by referring to this table 6.1, as you can see the symbol and dimensions of quantity used in the fluid mechanics. So here d is diameter, reflect to the dimension of length, which is L. And here we just need to locate everything. So F D is the drag force. So look at here, the force is referred to ml over t squared. Alright, ml over t squared. And then the diameter here, alright, the diameter here refer to length, and then of course the length refer to L, and then the V here, velocity, is refer to L, okay, L per time. And then mu here, you can see directly from the table, is viscosity refer to M over LT. Okay, M over LT. And then lastly is rho, which is M mass over volume, which is L cube. After that, we need to find the value of N and M. Alright, we need to know what is the number of pi group. Alright, in order to find the number of pi group, numbers of pi group, this is the formula, N minus M. N is total number of variable. We have 1, we have 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So 6 variable minus M. M is the dimension unit that we use. M, L, and T only. We don't have any other symbol. So 3. So the pi term refer here is 3 number of pi term. So in other words, it is like pi 1, pi 2 and pi 3. So here this is the second step. Alright. And then the step number 3 is select. We need to select the repeating variable. This variable will appear in all of our pi group. Alright. We need to select the repeating variable that will appear in pi 1, pi 2 and pi 3. So how many repeating variable? So normally we look at the value of m here, which is 3. So first we need to investigate by inspections. What is the repeating variable? For example, our repeating, why we call as a repeating variable? Because it will repeat themselves in all pi term, pi 1, pi 2 and pi 3. Repeating variable is a unique variable. Alright, why unique? Because let's take a look. Repeating variable D and L. Alright, by the rule, D and L have the same dimension, which is L and L. So we must remove one. Okay, we cannot use this. Okay, we omit this one. Or we cannot use this. We cancel this one. And then second one, velocity. Is the velocity here L over T has any relation with other parameter, other variable like L over T, L over T? No, we don't have L over T. So this is unique. So velocity will be taken. First, we will taken the diameter. Second, we will take the velocity. And here we take mu. We look at mu. Mu is m over lt. So m over l. Alright. So look at here, m over l. And here we have m over l as well. So this is very related. Okay. So this is very related. So we need to remove. We cannot use two of them. Alright, we need to choose only one. So for simplicity's sake, we use m over l, because m over l has two dimension, mlt. This part have the three dimension. So we choose this one. Alright, we have 3 repeating variable. So in this case, therefore in this case, it become rho, v and d. Alright, this is our repeating variable, rho, v and d. So let's form so step number 4, let's form first pi term. Pi 1 is equal to our repeating variable, which is rho, v, d, and then the last term should be select only one. Normally we select this one, f first. We select from the dependent variable, which is f, rho vd time f. So fd. So here we put here as a, this is b and this is c. Alright, and then we know that rho here, just replace rho here with m over l cube. Okay, m over l cube. This is bracket the power of a. And then velocity here is l over t, because length over time, which is b. And then our d here is l, which is C. And lastly, F. Our F here, friction drag force, ml over t squared. ml over t squared. Alright, step number 5. We need to equate, alright, we need to equate all the pi term, all this pi 1 with dimensionless unit, which is m dot 0, m the power of 0, l the power of 0, t the power of 0. So let's take a look of m first. M. So m the power of a, which is a. Is there any m? We have 1 plus 1 here equal to 0. Finally, it will turns to be a equal to -1. How about ml? Let's compare L. L, we look at here. L, the power of 3, but this is denominator. We move topward, we move become nominator, become -3. -3, the power of A. L, the power of B, plus B. We only take the index here. L, the power of C, plus C. And L, here is the power of 1, plus 1, equal to 0. Because we compare on with this one, 0. Okay. Okay, let's proceed with T. Let's take a look of T. T, we don't have T here. We have T here. But T here is 1. We move to the nominator, become -1b. And then here, -2. Okay, because t the power of 2 equal to 0. And it turns out to be b equal to -2. Substitute A and B into this equation. And finally, it will turns out to be C equal to -2. And because you substitute -3 multiplied with -1, +1. +1 plus B, which is -2. So, +3 minus 2, +1 plus C. And then plus 2, which is C plus 2. We move to the other side, become negative. Alright. So, from here, we go to the step number 6. Which is we, right. And then we, once we know that the value of A, B, and C, from the pi term previously, which is pi 1 equal to rho VD and FD. This is A. A is -1. V is, this is B, which is -2. And D here is C, which is -2. So we form here, rho is 1 over rho, multiply with V, 1 over V, the power of 2. Diameter, 1 over diameter, the power of 2, multiply with F. Okay, and then we finally we form the pi term 1 equal to FD over rho V squared D squared. Okay, the first pi term we have discovered. The next pi term. The next pi term, we're going to use this variable. Once we have considered this variable, okay, this is finished. Only left this variable. Okay, our repeating variable is this. This is our repeating variable that will be appear in all pi term, pi 1, pi 2, pi 3. So, the first pi term we use FD. So, we will not use this anymore. And then we're gonna use this one, L. Or we can use mu as well. So let's use mu. Alright, combination of repeating variable with mu. So this is step number 5. Step number 6. Second pi term, pi group is equal to rho. This is repeating variable, the power of A, V, the power of B, rho VD, and the power of C, and this is mu. And then you need to expand rho again, the same. Rho here is, from the table 6.1, we know that rho is M L negative 3. Alright, this one the different form, but previously it is the same, but this one is only different form because previously I wrote M over L cube, but this one we change L to be denominator, then it will be like this, the power of A, and then V here is L T negative 1, this is B, and then this is DL, which is C. And mu here is M, L negative 1, T negative 1. Alright, from here, step number 7, we need to equate the pi term with dimensionless. M, L, T, the power of 0, 0, and 0. So let's take a look of M first. M here is M, the power of 1 multiplied with A, which is A. Do we have any more M? Yes, we have the last term, which is A plus, this is M, the power of 1, 1 equal to 0. And it will lead to A equal to negative 1. L, let's take a look of L. So L, we have negative 3, A plus L, the power of B, which is B, plus C, which is L, the power of C, and this is negative 1 minus 1 equal to 0. Okay, let's proceed on T. Do we have T here at the first? No. We have T, negative 1B. So, negative 1B. And then T here, negative 1. Equal to 0. And then it turns out to be B equal to negative 1. Based on value of A and B, substitute into L. You will get C equal to negative 1. Right? Then, based on this, write it back. The pi number 2, the pi term number 2 is, previously is rho VD, and this is mu. Remember, this is A, this is B, and this is C. So, our A here is negative 1. B here is negative 1. And C here negative 1. Alright. So, based on this one, we arrange back. Rho is the power of negative 1, which is 1 over rho, 1 over V, 1 over D, multiply with mu. So, pi term number 2 is mu over rho V D. Okay, and finally, the last pi term, we have 3 pi term, remember? Previously, number of pi term, which is 3, which is pi 1, pi 2, and pi 3. Alright, the number of pi term, the final pi term, we need to select from here. Okay. After we have select F as the first pi term, and we have select mu, and then the last part is L, which is length. So our new pi term number 3 will be, this is step number 8. Our pi term number 3 is rho VD and L. This is A, this is B, and this is C. So again, repeat again. Row, we expand further. M, L, negative 3, A. And V here, L over T, which is LT, negative 1. And then D here is L, which is C, and L here is capital L. And then step number 9, equate pi 3 with dimensionless MLT system. So let's first look at M. M is m the power of A, which is A, equal to 0. We don't have any M. Directly equal to 0. L is negative 3. A. L is equal to plus B. And L equal to plus C equal to L the power of C, and we have extra L here. One more L. L the power of 1 plus 1 equal to 0. And we look at T. T we don't have T here, but we have T here, negative B equal to 0. And it turns out B equal to 0. Substitute in this part and this part. This is A equal to 0. And B equal to 0. And finally, C equal to negative 1. So, from the pi term 3 equal to rho VDL, this is A. Our A, B, and C is 0. So 0, 0, and 0. So we cancel out this only. Alright. L. So our pi term number 3 is actually L. Okay, alright. So when we look at here, our C, okay, when we look at here, A is 0, B is 0, but C is negative 1. So A here is 0, B here is 0, and C here is negative 1. So this is we omit because anything the power of 0 is 1. So we have only D the power of 1, which is 1 over D, multiply with L. So here L over D. Therefore, our first pi term here is FD over rho V squared D squared. Second pi term is mu over rho VD. And last pi term is L over D. Therefore, that is the final answer.